Flosstube and welcome to my channel. I'm Kim Chamberlain, I'm the Canal Town Stitcher, and today is Monday, July 19th. And I thought today I would do a stitch with me. I know that Crystal Rowe, she normally does stitch with me. It's on Mondays, and I always watch her. And today she is not filming a stitch with me, so I thought, well, if she's not going to film a stitch with me, maybe I can. And then other people will have, you know, an opportunity to stitch with somebody today. I am not on camera, which is very strange for me. And I'm also completely not ready for the day. I am sitting in my stitchy spot. My dog is on the bed and he's been growling and barking at something outside for the last few minutes, so I don't know what's going on. I have my coffee right here, my Outer Banks sweatshirt on, and today I am working on Cottage Needleworks Santa's sampler. So this is what I'm working on. And I am at the Santa, so this is where I am right now so that you can see. I had this lamp on behind me, but it was a little too bright. Here, let me put it up here. If I swing it around, it'll be a little better. And it won't be so like obnoxious. There we go. Is that better? It's probably better. So this is where I am working right now, Santa. Just ignore the finishing. These are finishing items that I bought from Michael's because they're having a really big sale right now. And this little table right here is just full of paparazzi jewelry, and I just need to get back on board and just sell it. What I need to do. And I'm wearing this sweatshirt for the first time, and I just noticed there's a tag hanging out of it. Oh my goodness. So good morning, happy Monday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. It was a really soggy weekend here. Saturday it just rained and rained and rained and rained and rained and rained and rained. Grace was supposed to have a horse show this weekend, and that did not happen. I am filming this before I am filming my regular Flosstube video. Because I want to do a whip read, I think. I just haven't organized that stuff yet. So I always do the loop method when I start a cross stitch. Unless I'm using like a fancy floss and I really want to see the variegation. This might be just a little long for me, but that's okay. I was in Hobby House Needleworks yesterday. I got some things, and I'm gonna share most of what I got on my live, but I thought I would go in there yesterday, and of course they always have really good customer service in there. And of course I bought way more than I went in there for. I actually went in there for just one skein of floss. And $72 later, I'm walking out with multiple skeins of floss and tons of charts. Not tons of charts, but a lot of charts for me. I spent a lot of time last week working on project bags. I'm thinking I'm gonna make a few book sleeves today. I have a lot of fabric that I bought. I mean, I bought a lot of fabric just thinking about, you know, for vinyl bags, and I've made how many have I made? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've made 5 project bags. And most of them came out really nice. I think I'm going to look up Elizabeth Ann Stitch's tutorial for how to make them. Because I followed somebody else, and I'm having trouble with the binding. It's just not sewing upright. Like, it's bunching at the top. I don't know. I did finish my first design. I have a couple of FFOs that I'm going to be showing. I haven't had an FFO since December, so I'm pretty excited about that, having a couple to share. One of them is Stars and Stripes Forever by Cherry Hill Stitchery. I finished that a while ago and just never finished it. And then I also finished my Happy 4th of July. I made it into a really cute little wall hanging or ornament type thing. And I need to get out my hot glue gun because I have some things that I need to do with that. So and then I thought today, is I have to look at my calendar because I haven't updated it yet with any plans for this week. And I really need to. Like, I really need to look at it and decide what I'm going to work on this week. I did work on Quaker Snowflakes, which is one of my WIPCO projects, on Friday. I have to work on Scandinavian Forests. That's the other one. I was supposed to work on that while I was sitting at Grace's horse show, but because that didn't happen, oh, I don't know what he sees out there. I think he just sees like something, like the wind move the leaves or something, and he's like, oh, I see something. It might be something I need to pay attention to. What was I talking about? Oh my gosh, it's one of the kids. Charlie. It's one of the kids. Go see who it is. Is it Adam? Go get him. Go get him. Who is it? Hopefully it's Ethan because he has driver's ed today. I have to take him there. I have to drive to Wegmans. Oh, I think I was talking about Scandinavian Forests and my plans for that. Yeah, because the horse show was canceled, the stitching did not get done on that, so I do need to work on that. I did work on Quaker Snowflakes by Hello from Liz Matthews on Friday, and that was giving my eyes a little bit of trouble, so I couldn't work on it very long, but I did finish a large snowflake and 3 small ones. Wasn't quite 5 hours, so I have to get back on that because I have a goal of 10 hours for that one. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm filming a YouTube video and I haven't even brushed my teeth yet today. Not that you needed to know that. That's TMI. I mean, we are on a video, so it's not like you know that, but I haven't brushed my hair. I have no makeup on. I'm just sitting here all vulnerable for you guys. It's okay though. I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss her today because I always watch her Crystal's stitch alongs, always. And I wait until I'm like actually stitching before I like turn her on. So like it'll pop up and tell me that her video is available, and I will ignore it until I'm ready to sit down and stitch. That's how dedicated I am to her stitch alongs. I love her so much. And if you haven't watched her, you should definitely. She's just a very down-to-earth mom. And I love listening to her stories. And she's just... I feel like she's a kindred spirit in some ways to me. Maybe that might sound strange, but I feel like, I don't have an autistic child like she does, but I do have a friend, very close friend, whose son is autistic, and he's high functioning autism, but he can be challenging sometimes, and he is always over here because he is like best friends with all of my kids. So he'll probably stop over today. He's at his dad's today, but whenever he gets home, he'll come over. But I do have 4 kids, and I'm not a homeschooling mom like she does, but I teach 3rd grade, so we have some things in common. She seems like a very warm and friendly person, and I just love her. My stitches are just not laying very well, and I know that you can use like the railroad method, but I don't even know what that is. I tried it one day last week, and I was like positive I was doing it wrong. I don't know. I still find that even though I like to stitch it in hand, when I am stitching white, which is what I'm stitching right now, my stitches look the very best when I use the poke strategy. They just look so much better when I poke it through instead of when I am doing the sewing method. I don't know. This is 32 count lamb's wool antique linen, Belfast linen. I love Belfast linen. I love 32 count. I stitch almost everything on 32 count. If I want something smaller, I'm gonna stitch it on Aida, I decided. So I've been looking for a lot of 18 count Aida, 20 count Aida. And I bought all the materials I need, sugar, to dye some fabric. So I'm gonna be doing that. I've never dyed fabric before. We'll have to see how that goes. Oh, oops. So this week I actually have some in-person meetings for work, so I thought I might go into my classroom for a little while every day and start thinking about setting up. Our first day of school isn't until September, but oh my goodness, excuse me, that was really gross. But I like to get some things done ahead of time, just so that I feel more prepared. So I'll start thinking about the first week of school and all of the materials I need for that, and start making copies. Last year we weren't allowed in the buildings until late August, and that really stunk. I did a lot of my printing and stuff from here, but I do like to go in and do that stuff, especially if I'm going to be printing a lot of stuff. Speaking of printing some things, I am going to be opening a shop on Etsy. I'm hoping. I have to talk to my accountant yet. I talked to my husband. He's okay with everything. I just have to talk to my accountant about the taxes, because when you sell stuff in New York State, you have to pay sales tax on the stuff that you're selling, unless it's like a direct sale business. So like my paparazzi business, I pay all the taxes up front when I buy my inventory from paparazzi, and then they in turn will pay that to the state of New York. And so that's how I can pay my taxes for that. But when you open an Etsy shop, or you open a business that is not like that, you are responsible for paying all the sales taxes you collect. So like if I collect, $100 in sales tax from people that are shopping on my Etsy store, then I am responsible for paying that to the state. And I really don't know how to do that. I mean, I can't imagine that that's too hard of a process, but... And then I need to know if it's better for me to have my sole proprietor as a, like, as a tax ID number, or if I should just keep it with my social security number. If I want to incorporate later, I'm not really sure how that works. So that's, like, where... Like, I don't know. Those are just questions that I just need to ask before before you jump in and you start an Etsy store. You really have to know this stuff. And, I told my husband, I was like, I just want to be smart about this, because if my patterns do, eventually take off and people want to buy them, then I want to make sure that I'm doing it the right way so that it can be a sustainable thing. I mean, obviously, I'm not expecting them to be, like, so popular. Like, I would never think that I would be as popular as, like, Hello from Liz Matthews. Her artwork is insanely beautiful. Like, I can draw and I can come up with ideas, but oh my goodness, the delicacy and the silk choices and the beauty of her work, like, I don't think that I could ever compete with that. So, my little simple patterns on Etsy, they're just gonna be what they are, but like Michelle Bendy and oh my gosh, Lindy Stitches, Stephanie Webb. I just love them. They're so talented. I'm never going to be on their level, but I at least want to offer my patterns up for somebody. Maybe somebody would like them someday. I don't know. Or maybe not. Maybe they just will sit in the Etsy store. Every few minutes, he gets up, he growls at something outside, and then he lays back down. The other one isn't even anywhere around. I don't even know where he is. He might be in the living room sleeping on the couch. This one, though, has been attached to me for, like, days. He just follows me into every room, no matter where I go. Now, see, I'll show you the difference. I don't know if I can show you the difference because I don't have a good magnifier on my camera. But when I do the poke, the stabbing method, poking method here, my stitches lay so much better. And with the white, it really shows. So I want it to look really nice. You know who I've been missing lately is Sammy Liz. She hasn't done a video in a couple weeks. I know she's busy. I just miss her. Everybody's busy over the summer. I mean, I still have, my regulars that I watch, but just letting you know, guys, that your people miss you. So this week is my dad's birthday on Friday, and I am going to go to his house and we're going to celebrate, and Ethan is going to fix his phone. My son is like a genius. Well, I mean, I'm sure everybody thinks that their son is a genius, but he's 16 and he has been able to change iPhone screens and batteries and parts and all of that for the last, 3 years. So my dad accidentally broke his phone screen, so we bought one and Ethan is going to fix it. The next week, Dad has to go to Florida to pick up a new car, and I'm going to stay at his house and watch his dog And then my two nieces, he watches my two nieces for the summer. So I offered to watch them as well. I would probably take Grace and Adam with me, or Ryan and Adam with me probably, for that. He's going to be gone for about a week, so I'm only going to stay down there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then come home on Friday, because Grace's birthday party is next weekend, and I need to be home to get ready for that. And I'll just bring the dog with me for that. He lives in a little town on a lake called Silver Lake. He lives in Silver Springs. It's close to Perry, New York, if anybody's familiar with the area up here. So this pattern calls for French knots. When I get to that, we'll have to see how fun that is, because I'm not so sure that French knots and I are going to get along. I have not done a French knot in 25 years. I have done them before, I just have not done them in a long, long time. And even when I did them before, because they were called for, like, I have seagulls in one of my lighthouses that I did years and years ago. Sorry. Oh, now you can see more of my face. I don't want that. We want you to be able to see the stitching. So years and years ago, I tried to do them and they weren't that good. So we'll have to see. Maybe as I've gotten older, they'll come a little easier to me. I don't know. We'll have to see. The other thing that intimidates me is beads. Beads intimidate me, guys. I don't know. And I want to do a mirabilia. Only one. I only have my eyes on one mirabilia, and that is Snow Queen. And that I am not even purchasing until Halloween Quaker is done. But that's the only mirabilia that I could ever see myself wanting to stitch. You know what I do want to stitch though is the Celtic seasons. So autumn, and autumn's my favorite. I love the winter one too. And the Christmas one. Oh my gosh, she is beautiful. But see, here's the thing, like, where would I put that in my house? Like, I guess you could hang them for different seasons, but like, where? That's a good question, considering the fact that my living room is a farmhouse theme. My dining room is an elegant room. I try to keep that nice and elegant, even though we eat in that dining room every day. It's our dinner table. We're a family. My husband and I agreed right from the beginning. Oh my goodness, there's nothing out there. Seriously, Charlie, sit. There's nothing out there. Lay down. Annoying dog. Anyhow, as I was saying, we eat at the dinner table every night. My husband and I agreed when we got married that was something that was going to be very important to us. So even on a night when we have scouts or, games or whatever, we eat dinner first and then we go to the thing, or we come home and we eat dinner afterwards. Although now that the kids are getting older, we're spending a little bit more time out. Like, we don't go out very often, but we do go out to dinner, and the kids can stay home now, which is nice, because it gives us that opportunity to, get out and get away sometimes. yep. So I guess I could put the Celtic ladies in there. I love them. They're so pretty though. I don't know. I just don't know if I have the patience for all of that. I mean, they're just so beautiful. I'm still trying to decide what to do with my bride's prayer from Paula Vaughn. A few weeks ago, well, actually a few months ago, I think it's like in my second or third video, I talked about a bride's prayer, which is by Paula Vaughn. I had worked on it a lot back in back in 2000. And I have a whole page done on it, but it's not on good fabric now. Like, I'm gonna hate the fabric. I did it 2/1, which it's on 22 count, and so it looks very stuffed and bunched, and it is so dirty from just 20 years of just laying around and not like nobody touching it. So now I don't know what to do with it. I think either I'm gonna start it over, which is really what I'm leaning towards, actually. Because even though I put in so many hours on that back in the day, if I'm not going to want to finish it, then it's not worth the hours I put in it. Plus, those hours are long past spent. I mean, 20 years. So, I don't know. I actually am pretty certain that I'm going to scrap it and start over. And maybe I'll have it done in time for my daughter's wedding, which she's 13. So, and she wants to be a doctor, and she has no desire to marry anybody at this point until she has graduated from medical school. That is what she told us. I am not going to be distracted with a man while I'm in medical school. Well, we'll see about that. I really hope that she is right about that. So, well, it's been about, I don't know, half an hour or so. I think I'll go a little longer. Because I don't know about you, but when I get into the groove, I'm in it, and then the video ends and I'm like, oh darn. I am getting pretty far in this little Santa guy though. I don't know, does it matter to you guys if you can see the stitching while I'm doing it, or I figured I could show you like how I stitch in another video, but I didn't feel like setting all of that up today. I just really felt like just getting on and, stitching. But I can do it another way. Like, I could do it similar to how Crystal does hers. I mean, if you don't want to see my ugliness in the morning. Right now you can't see any of my hair because I have it all tucked into my sweatshirt. I have a lot of hair. But I hate getting like right into the groove of a video and then having it end, and then I'm like, oh. I don't know about you guys. That's just kind of how I am. I'm like, oh man, that video's done. Then I have to stop and find a different one. I like to focus on like beginning floss tubers and watch them because they need viewers. I have like 9 views for my last video, guys. That's sad. Not that I mind. I'm not looking for 1 million. Like I said in my video last time, like I'm not looking for 1 million people. But like 500 or so would be nice, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I must be doing something wrong. I keep thinking about it because like people are like getting like hundreds of views, like their first Flosstube, and I got like, and I have 117 views for my first one, so it's not like I don't have like views, but I don't know. I don't know if people just didn't like me, if they don't like me. I don't know. Nobody ever comments. I feel like, oh, what am I doing wrong? I must be doing something wrong. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe I should privatize my videos and start over. Flosstube #1. I've actually thought about doing that because I am going to do a mid-year whip parade. So I actually have thought about like privatizing some of my older videos and just starting fresh. Clean slate. So maybe I said something that offended somebody, or maybe I'm just really boring. I could just be very boring, I guess. I don't know. But enough of that, oh, woe is me business. Can't go camping this year because we sold our truck, which is fine. Actually, this year has been such a busy year that camping probably wouldn't have worked out anyways with driver's ed and all that. And Grace's horse camp, and now that Dad's going away for a few days, like it's just better. I think that we're kind of on the home front. 1, 2. Oh yay, that matches up. Means I did something right. For a change. I did something right. Yay, it matched up. Oh, let's hope that this matches up too. Ethan has driver's ed today at 10 o'clock. So, I don't even know what time it is. I haven't worn my watch in a couple days because it died. And then my charger was in the basement, which is where I do all of my crafting stuff, and I was like, not feeling like going down there. Do you ever have those moments where you're like, oh, the basement? I mean, there's nothing wrong with our basement. It's not like it's a dirt floor, but it's cluttered down there. I have to really go through it. I'm going to organize it, actually. That's my plan for August, actually, is to like organize and donate stuff to Goodwill and homeless shelters and things like that. I have so many kitchen items that we used to do a lot of entertaining, and we'll probably get back to it, but by the time I get back to it, like, I think I'll just get new things. I don't know. Some of my stuff I've just been holding on to for just so long. And I mean, we moved into this house 5 years ago, and there's still 3 boxes down there that haven't been touched since we moved here. That tells you something. That tells you that everything in that box can go. Everything, because I haven't needed it in 5 years. So if I haven't needed it in 5 years, it's gotta go. We were watching an episode of Hoarders last week. Oh my gosh. One thing I can say about episodes of Hoarders is that they remind my husband that I am not one. He definitely has less of a, like, keeping it type of a issue than I do. Like, I hold things for longer, is really what I'm trying to say, than my husband does. So, I'm going to cut this in half, I think, when actually, this one looks good. Oh, this is left over from last night. That's why it's short. That's fine. It'll work. His mother is a semi-hoarder. And I think he's always been worried that, like, I will become that, but I don't think I will. Oh my goodness, Charlie. Charlie is a Cavachon. I think he's just fear barking right now. He literally picked his head up and barked. And now his head is back down and his eyes are closed. I mean, what can I say? I have a crazy dog. Anyways, getting back to what I was saying. But one thing I've always been really good at is, like, when I go shopping for myself, I always go through my drawers and get rid of something before I bring something new into the house. So the other day we went to Kohl's and I bought 3 shirts, and don't you worry, I will find 3 shirts in this hoarded mess to donate. I already donated a couple of dresses that just don't fit me anymore, and I'm just not interested in, like, I'm at an age now where I'm not interested in squeezing into anything. If it doesn't fit, it's gotta go. I'm not going to hold on to it in hopes that in 3 years I'll be thin enough to wear it, because that's likely not gonna happen. I mean, I don't consider myself to be overweight per se. I mean, I guess we all have flaws, but I do know that I don't want to, like, I'm at an age now where I just don't want that to be on my mind. You know, my husband and I, we've been married for long enough, and he still makes me feel beautiful and still makes me feel special, and he's gonna do that no matter what. Like, we've been married for 21 years, and, you know, I don't have to force myself into clothes that don't make me feel comfortable, I guess. So they're going to Goodwill. And you know what else I've been like, you're gonna call me weird probably, but I've been watching these Mennonite moms on YouTube, and if you have time to check them out, they are awesome. Megan Fox Unlocked is my favorite. She has so much energy, and, like, she's only 26, but, like, I just love her. Anyways, they wear skirts, you know, obviously they're Mennonites, and I have decided that I am not going to try to wear shorts anymore. They're uncomfortable to me. I don't like the way they fit me. I don't like the way my legs look. But I've been finding that I really like to wear dresses and skirts over the summer instead of shorts. It's so much more comfortable. I can clean and do everything that I can do, and I don't have to feel like, I don't know, they just make me feel prettier. I guess that's a good way to put it. Like, shorts, I just think that it's just my body shape. I have a pear shape body, and I just do not look good in shorts. I just don't. And that's okay. Like, I've come to realize that that's all right. And as long as I am comfortable, that's all that matters. So I am not worried about, you know, anything. I just have been liking skirts. So I've been going to Goodwill, and I found so many great skirts and dresses and things that make me feel like they're made of cotton. They're flowy. I just feel so much better when I'm wearing that. So all my shorts have got to go now that I'm buying all these skirts, except for the shorts that I can wear to bed. I still wear shorts to bed. But otherwise, like, all of my other shorts, I'm just gonna toss into the Goodwill bin because I'm not going to wear them, and that's okay. It's okay. So, plus I can wear all of these skirts to, you know, my job too. So when I go back to work in September, I have all these clothes that I can wear to work, and they're all comfortable. So that works out. I have also discovered that I really like skinny jeans, which I never thought I was going to like, but I really like them. Especially the ones that have this new stretch fabric. They're a lot better and easier to wear, and they make me look good, I think. They slim me down, especially the dark ones. So I've been loving those. Oh my gosh, guys. I have gotten so much done on this little Santa in the last 40 minutes. Just gonna let the clock tick down just a few more minutes, and then I will end the video. I will have a whip parade coming out this week. I have some FFOs. I don't know. If I get comments on this video, let me know. What do you think I should do? Should I privatize those videos that I did in the past and just start over with Know Your Needleworker? Or should I just keep going? I don't know what to do. Let me know what draws you back to me. You know, like if you are a subscriber already, you know, what was it that you liked about me, and what do you think, like in nice words, please be nice to me. What do you think I could do better to improve so that I could get more people to want to watch? Because that's my goal, is not necessarily to like be a famous YouTuber, but more so to make friends and to bring people back to me, and you know, just enjoy what the content that I'm putting out, I guess. I've kept going. I mean, this is my 13th video, so it's not like I was like, I gave up right away, but I'm starting to feel like I need to do something to change it up. Otherwise, it's going to be, you know, like I'm just pretty much like, I think one of my videos last week had 4 views. 4 views. That's sad. So, good morning. All right, well, let me just finish up this last row. And then we will end this video. I hope you are having a great Monday, Stitchy Monday. Enjoy wherever you are, whatever you're stitching on. And I will see you in the next one. Let me just finish up this row, and then I'm going to show you how far we got today. Not pretty far, actually. All right, so that's where we are. So I got all of the beard done just now, all the white in there, and now I'm working on the red. All right, I think I'm just going to keep working on this, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye now.